up. You know, at times I was happy with where we were. Really wasn't happy after the first half. Half the time I came in a storm, just the little communication things in an opener, not knowing exactly what you're going to get offensively out of Boise State, and giving them a lot of credit for what they do. They got a great program, and they know how to move the ball. So they're a great challenge for any defense they ever play. I guarantee you that. They win a lot of football games, but you know, we had some communication errors early that wasn't real excited about. We didn't do a good job communicating with 11 guys at times, but you know, at the end, opener, excited with where we ended up.
But to give up 6 defensive points to that team, that offense.
Really 3, Hondo, 3. We count a sudden change when they get the ball down there, or turnover, whatever. You know, we count. You know, if we give up 3, they got the ball to the 20-yard line. It's a win. But again, you still got those points up there. We still, you know, we did a nice job. They drove down there once. We got a couple turnovers. Like they've had a couple more, but excited where they are for now.
Now, how about the way the defense played, especially when they were backed up a little bit? You know, you get the ball and it changed the situation where they're backed up, but the way they played, you know, get your own goal.
Yeah, I mean, you know, happy about those things, and you know, I don't know what else to say.
They seem to be picking on Nard a lot to his side. Talking about the game he had, there's a lot of times where they were kind of going after him late in the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They took a couple shots, you know, late in the fourth quarter, and you know, they hit one on Johnny earlier, and maybe they came back to Quez, but you know, I trust him every time. You know, that's a low percentage ball, and they got an interference one time. You know, we'll look at the tape and see that, but I think they get nervous and just want to throw it. Next time, you know, it's the same type of coverage. So, you know, we expect that when we press our corners, that people are going to take shots, and I got confidence in what Coach Barnett does with those corners, and they've done a nice job.
Had a couple deflections early as a pass rush, knocking it down. How tough is it when you guys are getting frustrated about not getting to the quarterback?
It's always frustrating. Those defensive ends and D tackles want to get there. You know, I thought we could get pressure with, you know, when we did zone pressure. But you know, if they're going to get the ball off quick, hopefully it's a short throw, and we can have tackles.
How difficult were the substitute patterns, especially with Boise running their quick offense?
Yeah, I mean, they started getting a little bit of, you know, tempo on us in the second half, really not in the first half at all, but, you know, they make it hard trying to get to personnel, so I thought our kids adjusted well to that. We planned on not knowing the personnel, so they had to adjust and make some, you know, different checks, you know, based on the personnel was in the game, and take some things off and maybe put some stuff on defensively. So they did a nice job there, but sometimes we weren't all on the same page.
And so you've been asked on the 4th down, and obviously you got the timeout right before play the fight. What did you see there?
Well, it was 4th and 2. You know, Harlan said, "Gosh, I think, you know," someone said, "I think there was, you know, we just had one guy go out and 2 go in," and I felt like we weren't adjusted. It was a critical down, and we got the timeout. So we just didn't have the personnel. We were rushed on 4th and 2. They kind of went fast tempo, and so we just called a timeout. It's good.
Did you know how long you had it, or did you feel?
Had what?
Well, I had the timeout call.
Oh yeah, there's no question about it. I was right there. I was right next to the official, so we had it. No doubt about it.
What do you think about your run defense? I think Harper has single-digit rush yards. How do those guys do?
You know what, our guys did a great job in the run game. Our D-line obviously played well in the run game, and you know, at halftime they wanted to run some more stunts to stop the run. I was like, guys, we're not having trouble stopping the run. Let's get to the quarterback. But you know, they had 37 yards. I was like, you know, they just want to move up front and do some different stuff that we had in case we needed it. You know, we've always got different weapons and different things in to stop a certain run play, but we really didn't need it. So we pretty much played, you know, a base defense most of the time.
With those tackles, is Kittredge and Hoover kind of your pass rushing guys when you get to that point?
Not really. It's just getting fresh guys out there. I mean, you know, Rashad and Makaja are just as good at pass rushing. It's just, you know, I don't know how much push we got in there. We'll see the tape, and again, first game, you know, we're going to make our most improvement from game 1 to game 2, and you know, it'll be a good tape to review that for sure.
You talk about Johnny Adams has the tackle in space, then in the backfield on that drive that gives you guys the ball back, one nice long drive. Those 2 plays, kind of.
I don't even remember. I couldn't tell you. I think Johnny did have a tackle. Again, just doing their job. You know.
Can you talk about William and Max's games tonight?
You know, Max leads our defense. You know, I promise you that. He's the leader out there. And again, we had some communication things that I wanted to get better, but Max played well. William, I think, played a good game. But you know, until we see the tape, there's all kinds of things we can improve on. I guarantee you that.